Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State has vowed that enemies of the state will fail at the forthcoming elections. The governor said voting revolution will be adopted as a strategy to crumble the ambitions of haters of the state, the Nation newspaper reports. Wike spoke at Obohi Ozochi Junction, where he kicked off the Obodi Ozochi Road and bridge construction in Ahoda West local government area on Wednesday. He said the voting revolution would ensure the election of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) governorship candidate. Similarly, Fubara to consolidate on the achievements of his administration. Wike said Rivers PDP will commence its campaign on Monday in Omoku, the headquarters of Ogba and Egbema and Ndoni local government area. The governor said it will be in the interest of the people of the state to vote for the PDP governorship, national and state legislative candidates to consolidate on the gains of the past 7 years, leadership reports added. He said that the state will suffer stagnation if any opposition party was erroneously voted into power. Wike urged voters in Ekpeye land to be ready and part of the voting revolution with the same excitement shown as they received the democratic dividends delivered by his administration in the area. The governor recalled how some of their sons, like the Deputy Speaker, Rivers State House of Assembly, Edison Ehi, Hope Ikiroko, and Benjamin Eke, amongst others, supported his bid to become governor in 2015. Today, they are delighted that they are part of the government and are attracting development to communities in Ekpeye land, he said. The governor also expressed his displeasure with key leaders of the People's Democratic Party. He alleged that the party leaders failed to nip the crisis rocking the PDP in the bud for a lasting solution. According to the governor, he will not stop saying the truth until all the anomalies within the party and his members are tackled squarely. Meanwhile, the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, had earlier been described as a failed TikTok comedian, desperately trying to amuse Nigerians. This description of Governor Wike was given by Frank Shaibu, a special assistant to the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Atiku Abubakar. Shaibu said that Wike needs to grow up and respect the office of Rivers State Governor, which he holds. To some extent, the governor is speaking in parables here because we see him at the start of this report urging the people of Rivers State to vote for PDP. And I guess when he was talking about who they should vote for, I believe every ear would have been open to hear who Governor Wike wants the people of Rivers State to vote for. He mentioned it last year that in January, the G5 governors, they will declare who they are going to be voting for. But it's quite interesting, despite the fact that he's telling the people not to vote for enemies of the states. He called them enemies in his words. The way he put it, he said a revolution is going to take place during the forthcoming election, a voting revolution. And he has vowed that enemies of the state will fail at the forthcoming election. So he did not mention enemies of the country or enemies of the party. He was referring to enemies of the state. Politics is truly a game of interest. Now, when he mentioned who the people of Rivers State should vote for, he did not just stop at the state level. He said the voting revolution would ensure the election of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) governorship candidates and to consolidate where he stopped or everything he's done for the state so far. And what he wants the people to do, he wants them to vote for PDP governorship, national and state legislative candidates to consolidate on the gains. He did not mention anything about the presidential election No say, no words. I believe he's just being careful because, as they are called, integrity governors. And a lot of political analysts have been saying that if at the end of the day Wike goes back, he falls back to say, okay, let's support Atiku Abubakar, then it will leave room for a lot of questions to be asked. That because you can imagine, since the primaries, all of these crises did not just start last month. It's ever since the emergence of Atiku Abubakar as the flag bearer of the party. That was when all of this started. And gradually he started getting supporters. That was how the G5 was finally formed. And all they've been demanding is that the national chairman Iyocha Ayu should resign, or else they will not they will not offer their support. In this message, in this report, Wike only mentioned about the governorship, national and state legislative candidates. Those were the people he talked about, state legislative candidates, not presidential election. He's being careful because he's part of the G5, and up till now, the G5 governors, they are still holding back. Samuel Otom, the governor of Benue State, the other day said he's waiting till the end of January, that if the leadership of the party are unable to move or take a step in the direction that they are ought to, that then he's going to speak. That for now, he's still he's still keeping calm. He won't do anything until the end of January if they don't do anything. You see, Wike was also accusing the leadership that they have failed. They've not been able to nip the bud. They've not been able to do anything, even utilize internal mechanism to ensure that this crisis that is lingering, that is resolved. Nothing of such. We know that most of the leadership, most of the PDP chieftains, they believe that with or without the G5, they are still going to win the presidential election, that Atiku Abubakar will win the presidency. In the midst of Wike making all the comments and all the remarks he's making, we know he was just recently tagged as a failed TikTok comedian. Wike has always been speaking. There is no every week we hear him come out, and whatever he's saying, he must make mention of the election. He will drop something about the party. He must say something, and as a result of that, he's been given a name. But we know Governor Nyesom Wike is someone who doesn't even he cares less about any name you give to him. To him, he believes that he's doing the right thing, and he will not stop doing the right thing. That he will continue doing the right thing. Well, guys, leave us your own take and below down in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.